album from the Psychogeographical Commission. Although I use the word album advisedly, the first two albums, Genius Locate and Follow Patient Zero, were big, epic albums featuring lengthy vocal pieces, guitars. It's on one little 3-inch CD, and the track lasts 23 minutes 57 seconds. It's entitled Widdershins, and the concept is based upon Glasgow's subway system. And what they've actually done is recorded a circular journey on the subway and treated it. Now, my first listen to this album was at quite a low volume on a portable CD player, and I was only really aware of the recordings of the subway. My second listen was at a larger volume on a good surround sound system, and there I heard a completely different work. Noticed the spectral ambience creeping in and taking over on some of the tracks at part. Strange Freudian slip there, as there's only one track, but I use the phrase tracks, as in train tracks. Third listening, playing this work on a nightclub PA, well, it's big powerful bass and huge sound. It sounded as though a subway train was about to come through the room, that it was on its way towards us, to create quite a bit of a discomfort in some of the patrons at the event. Now, the piece is mostly based around the sound of the underground doing a complete circuit during a lunar eclipse on winter solstice. Brings it back again to the psychogeographical concept, psychogeography being derived from the situationalist movement and having strong roots in Glasgow as well as London historically. What is psychogeography? In some ways it's a tongue-in-cheek thing about the situationist movement created by a prominent situationist. Another way it relates directly to Marxism. Karl Marx talks about people being unaware of their environment and the way it affects us. The title is one that is now widely used in many ways. When I came across the Psychogeographical Commission, the name hit an instant chord. I'm not sure if I'd ever heard the term psychogeography used before I came across it, but being familiar with writers like J.G. Ballard and Will Self, films like Hobbits in Space and London, I knew instantly what it meant. The group, as always, has paid immense attention to detail with the packaging. When we open up the case, it's a CD logo, based as if upon a pentagram tube map. And in this one there actually seems to be a genuine subway ticket. And there we have the folded out fully. We have the map of the Glasgow Metro, complete in the middle, the group outlining their aims with this project. Once you fold out the said sheet, first turn we have a Glasgow tube station there with posters for the band's first two albums, with a little explaining text, and a map here and a more detailed explanation of what their intentions were for this piece. Now, as I did mention, it's very much a departure from the previous two releases. The previous two were very recognisable styles there. There was the vocals and some, a lot of tracks did feature prominent guitar work and strong electronics. Not so this one. This one, as mentioned, is very heavily rooted in the field recordings of this trip, Widdershins, around the Glasgow Underground, which runs a circular route. Worked into it are the most incredibly subtle shifts in electronics. It's an interesting concept, trains that go underground, combining with magic ritual through the act of music. How hard could it be to resist a concept like that? It is just an incredible, challenging and brilliant piece of work. I mean, really you'd file this under the experimental ambient category. There's a lot of records out there that have great concepts, but not great pieces of music. There's great pieces of music that have no concept behind them. This, you get the best of both worlds. There's a fascinating concept here behind it, and a fascinating piece of music. The attention to detail is fantastic. I keep noticing different things on every single listen. Now, there are only going to be 125 of these, though they will also be available through the band's Bandcamp site. But whilst obviously the sound quality of Bandcamp is fantastic, if you can, you definitely should get yourself one of these CDs with a complete package. There's as much attention to the detailed packaging as the music. It's a finely tuned package altogether. Of course, the question is going to be how people are going to respond to this. It's an incredibly big jump for the first two albums. I think the bottom line is the piece works fantastically. It's strange, it's uncanny, and it certainly never outstays its welcome. When those 22 minutes draw to a close, you are left in kind of wonder and awe